कहाँ पर है वहाँ?
Assalamu alaikum, class 7 students. How are you? Today we are starting our new chapter number 5. So in previous section we have covered chapter number 4, magnets and electromagnets. Okay, we have done all work of chapter number 4. We done the exercise, we done MCQ, working, and everything. Okay. So today we are starting chapter number 5, fit and healthy. Okay, and you can see on the screen, fit and healthy. Okay, it is starting. First of all, I would like to tell you about fit and healthy. What is the meaning of fit and healthy? Okay, a person who has no disease, who is fit by health, who is taking proper balanced diet food, who is doing exercise. A person such like a person is called a healthy person. Okay, so in this chapter we will study about that. In this chapter we will study about how a person can become fit and healthy. So no two people are exactly the same. Yes, we know on this thing that if there are two people, so they are not same by health, by food and other things. So what is fitness? Fitness can mean different things to different people. What is the meaning of fitness? Fitness can mean different things to different people. So fitness is different in different people. Health is more than just not being ill. So what is health? Health is that then health is more than just not being ill. So good health is when you feel good both physically and mentally. So it's a definition of health. Okay, what is a good health? Good health is when you feel good both physically and mentally. If you are feeling physically and mentally strong, if you are physically and mentally feeling that you are healthy, you are fit, so this is called a good health. So this means having a healthy body that is working properly and a healthy mind where you are able to cope with the many challenges that life throws at us. So actually, what is the actual meaning of fitness or health? So the actual meaning of fitness or health is that a person has a healthy body, its body is working properly, and a healthy mind. Okay, and it has a healthy mind where you are able to cope with the many challenges. It means that your body is able to do many things in its surrounding. Okay, and which the tools like. So basically, I was telling you how can we make ourselves healthy. Okay, so take out page number 61 in your book. You can see on the page. You can see on the screen. Okay, you can ensure good health by eating a balanced and varied diet. Okay, I have told you this is very essential for you that you have to take balanced diet, and these things you also study in your previous chapter number 1, that why our body need balanced diet. Because balanced diet is that which consists of all types of food. It means it has proteins, it has carbohydrates, it has fats, it has starch, it has vitamins and all other things. Okay, so first is that using a balanced and varied diet. Second important thing is that it's exercising regularly. So doing exercise regularly is the most important part. This is also very important. And the third one is that not abusing your body with drugs. We all know that many young people are addicted. They take different types of drugs for some time relaxation, but these drugs don't abuse your body with drugs. It means you should not be addicted. Okay, you should not take drugs because they can damage your health. Uh, they can disturb your health. So these are the three things which are very important. First is your balanced diet. Okay. Second is your exercise, and third is your not abusing your body with drugs. So if a person is working on these three important things, so because of that, a person cannot be addicted. A person cannot be addicted. A person can take good health. So these are the three important points in which a person can work and it can get the better health. Okay. Now you can see a division of works is given. We can also see an average teenager needs at least 60 minutes physical activity each day to maintain a fit and healthy body. Okay. So what is that? An average teenager needs. Okay. Teenager, a person who is in a growing age, it needs approximately 60 minutes physical activity daily to maintain a fit and healthy body. Why it needs a exercise? So to make its body fit and healthy. This is very important. Okay. Now we will see healthy eating, how balanced diet affect on our health. So we can see each year a human being eats over 1 ton, means 1000 kg of food, and drinks about 500 liters of liquid. Okay, so you have to underline for your objective. A person in a year can take 1 ton kg of food, means 1000 kg food, and drinks also 500 liters, and it can take 500 liters in a year. So this is very important information. Now you can see not all this will be good for maintaining a normal healthy body. It is important to eat a varied diet. So these two things are very important. A person takes about 1 ton food a year and 500-liter liquid in a year. So these two things are very important. So why these two things are important? Because they can affect on your balanced diet. Okay, so they can vary according to your diet. So one which provides the right balance between. So we can maintain the right balance between number one, food that provides energy. So which type of food should we take? First, which contains energy. Okay, so what is an energy? So what is an energy? The food which consists of proteins. Proteins are called building blocks of life. Okay, because they help in growth and they make and they help the reproduction of cells in our body. So we should take that food which gives us energy, and carbohydrates gives us a lot of energy as compared to fats. Okay, so a person should take energy food. Secondly, foods that provide building materials. Okay, so foods that provide building materials. So definitely, this is a type of food which consists of proteins, which consist of carbohydrates, fats, and vitamins. Okay, and the third type of food is that food that control chemical reactions. Food that control chemical reactions. So this is a new thing for you, that which type of chemical reaction is happening inside the body. Keep in your mind some reactions we do in the science lab. When we go in the science lab, some chemical reactions be done over there with the help of different chemicals. Okay, but there are some biological chemical reactions happen inside our body. For example, when we take food, so what will be happen inside our body? When we take food and when the digestion is started in our body, the process of digestion is a chemical reaction. And you also studied about the digestive system, that it is started from our mouth with anus. And first of all, food goes into our mouth, then different enzymes mix with it, then it goes into our stomach. Okay, the digestion is happened over there, and from stomach, then it enters into our small intestine, and ultimately it is digested over there. So during this whole process, different types of enzymes and different types of enzymes and different types of juices liquors are entered in the digestive food, and because of that they make the food soften and digestible. So we need foods that control chemical reactions. So we have to take such a type of food which gives us chemical reaction, and keep in your mind that all biological chemical reactions happens in our body, in our blood. Okay, so mainly our blood consists of plasma. Okay, due to the pressure of the, so here is the so here is that you can see food that contains dietary fiber. So ultimately, undigested food collected in the rectum, it is a muscular bag, and here are due to lot of water. The water which we intake in our body and which we intake in the form of green leafy vegetables and fruits. So it is stored, so that all food is stored as a dietary fiber in our rectum, and due to the contraction and relaxation of muscular bag and due to the water, that food is eliminated from our body in a with easy process. Okay, so these are four important parts which are required by a person. He should take such type of food which contains a lot of energy. Okay, you can also see in the diagram these food contains proteins, vitamins, and minerals. So in the diagram, you can see there is egg. Okay, you can see there is a slice with butter. Okay, you can also see there is a coriander into vegetable. There is a juice, orange glass juice. There is a brown bread. Okay, and you can also see there is a tomato ketchup. So these all things are contains in protein. Definitely, egg has proteins inside it. Butter has fats inside it. Okay, and orange juice has vitamin C. That is, so you can see provide energy. So foods that provide building materials which consist of mainly water, and you can also see in the diagram these nuts provide lots of energy. So definitely these nuts have lot of carbohydrates in them and they provide us a lot of energy. And the third one is the foods that control chemical reactions. I have told you in a detail that many biological chemical reactions inside our body. First of all, the digestion of food. How digestion is happen inside our body. So it is a biological chemical reaction. Okay, and the food which contain dietary fiber. So what is a dietary fiber? Dietary fiber is that which consists of mainly leafy vegetables and such type of water which contains a lot of water. For example, if we take an example of cucumber has 90% water inside it. So when a person take cucumber, actually it is taking a lot of water. Okay, so dietary fiber is important in two ways. First of all, it helps in digestion, and secondly, it helps to eliminate undigested food from its body. And water also make our blood thin, which can pass through in our veins and capillaries easily. Now we will see next, getting the right balance is not always easy. Many people just leave it to chance and eat what they like. Okay, so getting the right balance is not always easy. Definitely, in our daily basis. We never take proper wellness diet. Sometimes we like same type of food and continuously we take that food consistently, and that is not good for our health. So many people just leave it to chance and eat with their life. So many people don't left this chance and they like to same type of food. However, it is clear that in some countries people eat far too. So what is happen in some countries? People eat far too much fat. So they like to eat too much fat. So sugar and salt. So in addition, they do not eat enough fiber. So here, 2 point is clear to you. If you are taking too much fat inside your body, so this is very important. You have to clear. You have to take a lot of water. If you are not taking a lot of water and you are taking a lot of junk food, which consists of sugar and salt, so what will be happen? It can damage your health. Ali Hassan, are you listening? Ali Hassan.
Yes.
Okay, bete, but you are keep on your video and I think you are not taking interest. What have I told now? Can you explain me? Which point I have clear here? It is clear that in some countries people eat fat too much consists of sugar and salt. In addition, they do not eat enough fiber. So, what is the meaning of these two lines? Ali Hassan. Ali Hassan, maybe give me the answer. Ali Hassan, bete, I am talking with you. Bete, why are you keep quiet? You are not giving the answer. So, bete, in these two lines, I was telling that there are in some countries people take too much fat as a food inside their body, but they never take a large quantity of water, a large quantity of fiber. So, what is fiber? Fiber actually mainly consists of water. Okay, so they do not take enough water, but they like to eat too much fat. So because of that, this unstable food make their body unhealthy. Okay, so they never become healthy, and fats are produced on their body. We will see the next topic, that is proteins, vitamins, and mineral salts. Okay, you can see. So, bete, under this diagram, another topic is given. If you see in your book, okay, that topic is energy foods. So, what are energy foods? Fats and sugars are energy foods. Underline in your book. Fats and sugars are energy foods. Energy is measured in kilojoules. How is energy is measured? It can be measured in kilojoules. The more kilojoules a food has, the more energy it will provide. So if there is a more kilojoule food, so it will provide us a more energy. If this energy is not used up, the body stores excess energy as well. So if this energy is not used up by our body, so it can make excess fats inside our body and the person becomes overweight. So what will be happen with the person? So a person will become overweight. Okay. So I'm telling you again, what is that? The more kilojoules a food has, the more energy it will provide. So if this energy is not used up by the person, this is very simple. Fats and sugars, they are very important. They are called energy foods. Okay, this statement is given under this diagram in your book. You can see in your book, fats and sugars are the groups of food which contains a lot of energy. If a person is taking a lot of energy in the form of fats and sugar, and it is not doing any exercise, so what will be happen? A person holds a lot of fat in his body, okay, and it can and this fatness leads him and her towards to obesity. Obesity means overweight. Okay, so a person can become overweight. So what is the solution of fats and sugar? The solution of fats and sugar is that if you are taking a lot of fat and sugar, so to reduce the fat from its body, you have to do the exercise and you have to take a large quantity of water in your body because water dissolves the fats in the body and remove from the body. So these things are very important, but mostly people like to take fatty and sugary foods, uh, take large fatty and sugary, but they are not interested to take a large amount of water and they do not like to do the exercise. So because of that, these all things are produced in the body in the form of fats, and a person can go to obesity. Obesity means a person can become overweight. Okay. Now we will discuss another group of food, that is proteins, vitamins, and minerals. So what are these proteins, vitamins, and minerals? Okay. So you can see in your book and you can also see on the screen. Most people get enough proteins, vitamins, and minerals in their normal diet. There are some people, there is a group of people who would like to take on daily basis proteins, vitamins, and minerals, and this is their normal diet. But what is happened? Proteins are needed to build and repair body tissues. Yes, this is very important. What is the function of proteins? The function of protein is that what is the role of proteins? What is the role of protein? They make new cells in the body and they help in growth. So what is the role of vitamins? The role of vitamins is that they help in is that they help in chemical reactions. They help in reactions which take place in the body. And there is the important function of minerals. So what is the important function of minerals? The important function of minerals in the body is that they are important for body tissues such as bones and teeth. So you can see according to the topic that we are discussing about three different topics: proteins, vitamins, and minerals, salts. So they have different functions. Proteins help us. What is the role of protein? They make new cells in our body and they help in growth. What is the role of vitamin in the body? Vitamins uh, help in chemical reactions or biological chemical reaction which happens inside our body. And what is the role of mineral salt? Mineral salt help in bone growth and our tissues. So these are three different types of foods, but they three are very important. Why they are important? Because their functions in the body is different. They play different roles inside the body. Now we will see in the book. Most people eat enough proteins, vitamins, and minerals in their normal diet. Proteins are needed to build and repair body tissues. Okay, vitamins play a vital part in chemical reactions too, and which take place in the body. Minerals are essential for building tissues such as bones and teeth. And we also know this thing that bones are play very important role in our body. The function of bones is that they produce red blood cells and minerals for our body, and they help in growth and they also make our tissues strong. Okay, now the last paragraph under this statement, there is the last paragraph. Unfortunately, people eat far too much common salt, on average about 12 grams per day. Common salt means sodium chloride. Okay, and we all know the people take a lot of sodium chloride on daily basis, and they exceed the average of 12 grams per day. We should take only 12 grams per day sodium chloride. Okay, so more than twice that what they need. Too much salt causes health problems such as high blood pressure. So it is important to reduce the amount of it in our food. This is very common in our houses when we sit on the table for food. Okay, so what is happened? We already have salt in our food, but we additionally and we add more salt when we are taking food. So that is a very bad habit. We should not take extra salt because our body needs only 12 gram sodium chloride per day. Sodium chloride is the chemical name of a salt, and in common words we call it common salt, which is used in our food. Okay, so we should take only 12 gram sodium chloride per day, and when this amount is exceeded on daily basis, so what is happen, it can cause of high blood pressure. So high blood pressure is this: we have a mechanism of flow of blood inside our body. So when we do not when the amount of sodium chloride is exceed in our blood flow, so what is happen, the other substances which are present in the blood, they begin to active, and because of that the pressure of the blood is increased, and commonly this disease is called high blood pressure. And you ask me more about this thing, that high blood pressure can cause of different diseases in a person. It can lead to health risks or health risks. For example, a person can caught by heart disease, a person can caught by bone infection, and many other biological chemical reactions are disturbed inside the body. So this is very important. We have to control our ratio of sodium chloride which we are taking inside our body. It should be controlled in our body. Okay, now we will discuss the next page. To the next page, there is a fiber. Again, please maybe. So fiber is left for next page. We will discuss it now. On the screen, fiber is given. Okay, fiber is made up of plant cell walls which pass through the digestive system without being digested or absorbed. So what is fiber? The meaning of fiber is given in your book, underlined in your book. Fiber is made up of plant cell walls which pass through the digestive system without being digested or absorbed. Okay, and it has an important function. So what is the important function of dietary fiber? It gives the muscles in the walls of the digestive system something to push on. So food containing a lot of fiber helps prevent constipation and other disorders of the digestive system such as hemorrhoids, means piles. Okay, so this disease is new for you, piles. Okay, piles is a disease uh, in which moles are produced at anus, and because of constipation, this is happen in the body, and undigested food cannot eliminate from the body easily. So this is very important for the elimination of undigested food from the body, that you should have to take a lot of dietary fiber, because a lot of dietary fiber, due to lot of dietary fiber, because like dietary fiber contains a lot of water, so this whole water will be stored in the rectum, and it will make the process easy to eliminate undigested food from the body. Okay, Vijay? Today we have started chapter number 5, in which we discuss about different type of body is called fit and healthy. Okay, so a person who is taking exercise regularly, taking balanced diet, and not abusing his body with drugs. So a person, that person called a healthy person. Then we discuss the types of food that we should, a type of food which consists of proteins, which consist of which help in chemical reaction, which can consist of building materials, and which consist of dietary fiber. And after that, we discuss these groups of food in a detail one by one. First, we discuss about the energy foods, Energy foods are those which consist of mainly fats and sugars. If you are taking too much junk food and fats and sugars, so this is your responsibility to take a large quantity of water, because a large quantity of water can reduce the fats, and it can speed up the biochemical reactions inside your body, and it can make the process easier to digest fats and carbohydrates in the body. Okay. And secondly, you have to do a exercise, and we also discussed in a box that an average that if there is a teenager, it needs approximately 60-minute exercise daily. After that, we discuss another group of food which consists of proteins, vitamins, and minerals. In proteins, which help in which make new cells in our body and help in growth. Vitamins are those which help in biological chemical reactions inside the body, and mineral salts. Mineral salts are those which make our bones and teeth strong. So every type of food, every group of food help to maintain our body healthy. Then last one we have discussed about fiber. Fiber means carpet, a food which mainly consists of water, and there are many leafy vegetables and such type of foods in our surrounding which contains a lot of water. I have given an example of cucumber. Cucumber has approximately 90% water inside it. Why do we need this water in the form of fatty fiber? Because when this water goes inside our body, so it makes the process easy, through which undigested food is eliminated from our body. It makes the walls of rectum soft. It makes the undigested food soft, and due to the solution of water inside the rectum, it makes the process easy, and undigested food can release the body easily. So these all things are very important. I hope you understand the today's lecture. In next lecture, and you can also see on the screen, this diagram is given. These foods contain plenty of protein. Okay, and you can see in this diagram there is a radish, there is cauliflower, there is broccoli, there is spinach, there is um, there is capsicum, there are potatoes, okay, and there are pumpkins, and there are cucumbers, and there are other food types which are given in this figure, and these all are dietary fiber, because these all food contains a lot of water inside it. So I hope you understand the today's lecture. Now your lecture has been ended. In next lecture, we will discuss about the nutrition disorders. Okay, so what are the disorders happen due to the lack of proper nutrition? Okay, so if you have any question, if you want to any question, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. Now can we one by one? Ali Hassan, Salim Gaza, Musaf.
ਹੁਣ ਫੇ ਖੁਦ ਬਣਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਅੱਜ ਬਿਠਾ ਕੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕੌਣ ਸਾ ਚੈਪਟਰ ਹੈ